bunch of worldly things that have been happening to me, and I'm sitting here in tears, sitting next to a friend, just fucking venting. But like, thought I'd give you a call.
Yeah, I saw your Facebook account. You started going through it.
You saw my Facebook.
Oh yeah, or your post or something. And sometimes it pop up on my feed.
I think those should be lyrics. What do you think?
Yes, I do, because I was just thinking you sound like you're at the beginning of a country song.
A
You were just
country? I was
talking. I was
thinking
like,
more of like a punk.
I was thinking that sounds like the beginning of a country song.
It was
Like, God
inspired by like a
damn,
punk
like
song,
girl gone, how the hell is it to move along?
right?
Sound like the lyrics to the perfect beginning of a country song.
Which is crazy because like you say you saw my post, but I didn't. I didn't. No one likes anything. No one. I post so much this like internally, like what like I'm going through. Like I'm crying out for help, but like
Well, I don't think people like maybe because I didn't want to post like a heart because like it sounded like it made me think I like that you're going through that. So it's like I don't like.
no, I don't take it that way. I don't even look at the likes of the post because it's not what it's for. It's just like it's like people always say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And then I'll be like,
They don't care. They don't care.
no one
It's for
cares, and that's the
it's
whole
for
point of it.
William.
Unless other people see that it really does matter and they do like it, then they see that other people like it, and then it becomes content. And the thing is like there's nothing
Not like those
different.
people out there. No.
Yeah,
I mean, you're lucky if they even say how you're doing because they don't care.
I'm not looking for that.
And I'm just saying, like, like when people are like, how you doing? It's just a form of expression.
Did you
Like
ever
just
meet
like that.
Shannon? You met Shannon, didn't you?
I don't know.
You never met Shannon.
My voice is all like harsh because I don't know. It's real busy this week.
My voice is
Still,
all harsh because
still a
it's
bit.
just harsh. I guess I don't
Too
know.
much walking. I'm so sorry about your dog. Oh, guess what? My cat's been missing for a month.
Your cat?
Yeah, she's been gone for a month.
You have a cat? Wait, you have a. What, remind me of the cat.
Yeah, I have Sissy Rambo.
Sissy Rainbow. That's
I've
right.
had her for 3 years.
Well, I'm sure she's fine. She's probably just doing what cats do, and you know.
No, no. It's well, where I stay. She was only here for a week, and I think she got chased off by their dogs because they like kind of roam free over here. And I thought she was gonna be okay, but I mean, like, there were sightings of her. There were sightings here and there. She's my road cat, my troubleshooting. I mean, you
Yeah.
heard Sam talk about kidnapping her and hurting her. Have you not
Yeah, but you know
remember?
he just makes empty threats a lot of times.
No, no. Their studies show that your body and your brain don't know the difference between like you can like trick your body into thinking it's doing something. Like okay, so for example, there's people like learning piano, and the people there's ones that actually physically did it, and then there's ones that did it mentally, and those ones they improved just as good as the ones that did it physically. Suddenly your body
No
doesn't
shit.
you don't know the difference. He's priming himself to do things like that. All
Could
right,
be, could be, but
he, he's priming himself. I
what
mean,
is
what else
history?
is he about? He
What
ain't
is
about shit.
what has history shown man?
I had court today for him. Oh
Oh, you
shit!
did?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you
Oh
hear me?
no no. I had court today because of him. I had Zoom court. I had Zoom court. I have no idea. Well, I love his mom. Well, he's still on Zoom court right now.
That sounds about like a guy. What? You got court? Good luck. Missed the context. So yeah. No. So,
But it works for me because I don't know. I mean, like I got lots of shit over here, and they're trying to kidnap me and take me to some hibachi like restaurant. Like it sounds good, but I got like lots of things that have to do. I'm
well, I
very
mean,
involved in the
feel
air.
loved and special because people were wanting to kidnap you.
I feel so loved. I love unless I don't get like a death like threat or a kidnap threat once a week, my soul begins
You
to
might even start to miss
disintegrate.
that. If you're in my
Huh?
place, you would actually start missing something like that.
What?
I said,
No,
I said, if you're in
I'm not
my
trying
place,
to.
you would probably start missing something like that, a death threat or
No,
someone paying attention to you at all.
no, 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 no. I don't do. This is the right attention, and I'd rather you not have besties paying attention to me because then I don't want
she's like, no, 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 this is the right attention. I'm not there yet. I'm not healed completely yet. So
Not
that's funny.
respecting my wishes is not the right attention. Like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. All right, my bad.
But this was not about you. That was about
No, I know,
me.
I know. That's why I was
What
like,
I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to come up with a new name, another new name for me. Because you know, like I had, I'm gonna start another new Facebook, but I gotta come up with a new name just to fucking get this nigga to like not, cause like follow me or
I
yada
don't
yada
know.
yada. Yeah, we called the other day and I was hanging out with Fred. We were doing Snapchat and yeah, and I sent him a Snapchat of me and him like with oh I love Ouija Mac. I don't know. Do you know who Ouija Mac is?
Who? What? Oh
Ouija
wait, the Snapchat. You know, he did mention that the other day. He did mention that the other day.
he called me on his birthday. He called me on his birthday.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you. I would be like, oh, I love you. You're so awesome. I'm so glad you were born.
Well, uh,
I didn't say that to him, and I didn't say what I wanted to say either, though.
it was a
So,
yeah. It was kind of a hard
but
day for everyone in himself. I remember that day. I gave him $20 for his birthday because
dude,
no one did anything.
he needs to get kicked in the ass. He's a narcissistic evil. Dude, he's a white man in America. He has no excuse.
Hey, do you know that I'm a narcissist?
No, no.
I decided to stop being a normal human being that feels everything, an empathic person. And now I'm going to become a narcissist because it's now been shown to me that if you're a narcissist, you don't have to accept any responsibility. Everything is everybody else's fault. And I think I'd rather go to
Well,
feel. I want to feel that way. I want to feel like
well,
I didn't do
you
anything
know
wrong.
what? You'll be even more alone than you are now.
Oh, I can't wait. Because
Um,
at least I'll be alone for a reason, and people will just generally not like me. You see what I'm doing there? You see what I'm doing there?
who cares about what people don't like? You gotta find the people that do like.
Well,
You
it
don't
occurred to
wait,
me
you can't
that
force
when
anybody to. You can't squeeze. You know.
grapefruit's out of a lemon, right?
Yeah.
But like it occurred to me that like when I'm sitting in my self-loathing and my pity and I'm sitting there thinking about me all the time, that like I forget to think about others. But when I'm thinking about others and I'm thinking about like others and I'm doing it publicly, I'm thinking about really what does this look like to others that I'm doing while thinking about somebody else. I
Guess
never
what?
really.
Guess what?
Huh.
Now, I don't know where Bishop is. Is he in heaven?
Oh, in heaven.
Are you gonna
Oh,
be getting him
Bishop.
back?
Bishop is at quarantine right now, and it's gonna be a lot of money to get him back and get him home. And I know that everybody hates my dog, but I love my dog. And
I love Bishop too. He's my hero. Look at this. There's the light. This is the light. You can now get on the road.
well, I don't think I'm fit for the road if I don't have my dog, because I promised him something. I promised my dog that I would.
It's your opportunity to see what else is out there, or you can stay stuck in Garland.
Oh God, I'd rather die. I'd rather
I'm
die.
telling you, you have to believe it's so much. I mean, he's out here.
That's why I said if they take my dog away, they killed me. But I don't think anybody gets that. Like, like.
Dude, my dad is gone too. Right? I'm going through it too.
Yeah, no. Everybody's going through something.
Everybody has some issue they can whine about. Okay?
Yeah. I think the world should be filled with more whiners.
I mean, I'm looking for more solution-oriented people.
Okay, well, tell me a solution to my problem.
Well, I got a solution to your problem.
I wake up and I feel like the world's gonna end and everybody hates me and nobody wants to be around me. If anybody stops by, they steal it. Or they
you are trying to impress the wrong people.
Oh, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just trying to exist.
Does not even feed your soul.
I'm trying to exist in a world of just narcissists and like people who are selfish.
Yeah, so he was in this burlesque out here the other day.
Oh, burlesque?
He performed in a burlesque out here.
That's awesome.
I know.
You tell Felipe I said hello?
I will when I see him.
And I miss him terribly?
He's doing world good out here.
Well, just tell him that Scott says hello and that I miss him terribly. And I'm so proud of him.
He's got Facebook. He has his phone.
I know, but like I'm one of those people that like I'm a hermit. I'm like scared to like make contact.
Oh, then you might
would make it
Because
just fine in any environment because I can
well, I'm
chameleonize
talking about
myself and
yeah,
familiarize
I'm
myself
talking
with
about
any
the
kind of
Rennie.
thing.
I don't know if you could be a Rennie because I'm kind of a hermit too, but I'm managing and I'm more of a hermit like I'm like
But
not
isn't
really
that what a
like
Remy is?
huh?
Isn't that what a Remy is?
What?
Once a hermit crab and now they've come out of their shell. Maybe it's just
Dude, I
a
feel like
passage.
hundreds of thousands of people almost well, like no, not hundred thousand, like 20,000 people on the weekend, like 30. No, 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 there's about almost like 60,000. They did 30,000 the other day, and the day before that, like 20. A lot of people.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm stuck in a place like Garland, Mesquite, which if you can remember Garland and Mesquite because you lived here, being stuck here with no car and like with the surroundings that are myself, and you would have loved Shannon. Oh my God, she was fucking so fucking amazing. But like,
Wow, you're so amazing. She loved you.
oh, that's what's amazing about her is that like
I
she.
can't spend the whole day like wallowing in it. They say if you listen to somebody complaining for more than 30 minutes, it will fuck up your own like psychological
I'm sorry, was I
well-being.
complaining?
No, no, no. I'm just saying like studies show that you can't like talking about it is bad, and listening to it for more than like 30 minutes, it can fuck you up too.
Yeah,
But I'm just
I
like
guess so.
trying to like get you on the thought before like
I just think you would have liked her. I think you would have liked her. I think a lot of people liked her, but I think what what she was doing was. I was just
I
telling
don't
a
think
friend.
she was being scandalous and it was just a facade. I don't know.
It wasn't a facade. I think the facade was
Did
what
you get
I was
kidnapped by
portraying.
aliens or something?
No, the facade was on my part. The facade was like,
Then you don't deserve it and you should shut up.
well, you're right, but like people grow, people change. People stay in your
No,
life
no,
for a
no,
reason.
no,
They stay in
no,
your
no,
life
no,
because you
no, no, no.
continuously grow.
I mean, like, yeah, but you have to be in an environment like that. Like, bloom where you're planted, but it doesn't sound like that's what.
Oh my! I just told her. I said I just want someone. I want to heal with you because she had been hurt. I've been hurt, and we both didn't trust people. And so I said I'm just looking for someone to grow with and heal with at the same time on that journey. I don't know what that looks like, but like I plan on traveling and seeing things and being around people that are like free spirited and like going with the flow of life and not just staying like stagnant on one drug. Like I want to try many different drugs, not just heroin and meth. Like I want to try opiates. I want to try
Well,
barbiturates and
here,
mushrooms.
man, the main drug of choice, DOC, is hallucinogens.
Right, shrooms,
And whippets.
whippets, the Wawas. Yeah.
And we have funky formal tomorrow.
Funky formal? What's that?
At the end of every fair, like the last week, we have a funky formal, and it always has a theme. And the themes of lately have been like,
Hey,
well, this theme is like in trailer trash or something like that.
that sounds cool. Have you heard about this comet 31 I Atlas or whatever? I don't know.
Oh,
Have you heard about that?
I've been hearing about this comment, that comment. There's so much astrological crap happening.
Right, and you're out there in the country, right?
I'm by Magnolia. I'm like 30 minutes from Houston.
I guess what I'm trying to lead to is like you can see the sky like a lot better than we can because we have like night, like, it's like light
A little
trash.
bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
there's northern lights out here. We're northern lights. We just northern lights out here.
see that's what I'm talking about. So what's going on with like 31 I Atlas? Is it like in our cosmos or like what the fuck?
We just don't know from here.
Okay, so it's like so because
There might be somebody out here with a telescope. They'll let me look through it.
well I was just curious as to like if you heard anything about like
No.
the okay because they're trying to like force feed us all this shit that it's like a bunch of aliens or something.
They're trying to incite a riot.
Right. Well, they're not really inciting a riot. They're just like trying to like
And it's only the
informationalize.
third object ever confirmed to have come from
And the truth of the
interstellar
matter
space.
is that,
But
like,
it
everybody's
does give
really
scientists
unhappy
a rare
nobody
chance
has
to
any
study
money,
something from
overworked,
beyond our
overspent,
solar system.
overtired,
So,
overconcentrated.
what are we doing?
And
NASA
the people
space
that
telescopes like Hubble, Webb, and SphereX have made unique observations, and scientists are poring over the data. It's
yeah, we
heading
gotta
towards
start
Mars.
working again.
It began with what
what seemed like an impossible twist.
Yeah, don't sell a job to India
Interstellar
and all these
traveler,
other countries.
designated 3i Atlas, hurling through the solar system on a path that appeared almost too precise, almost as though it were locked onto mission control rooms and observatories
But here's
the
the
world
thing.
over.
The reason why I don't ever want to work a 9 to 5 again is because I don't want to be a
Here was an
byproduct
object
of a
born in
machine.
another star
I want
system.
the machine to be a byproduct of what I create.
On November 18th, 2025, NASA released high-resolution photographs of interstellar comet 3i
I don't mind
Atlas,
working on that
taken
kind
by
of
the Mars
job
Reconnaissance
because that's
Orbiter
like
during its
helping people.
closest
That's the
approach on
hospitality
October
industry.
2nd.
I like that. I
What
think
they didn't
it's
tell you
humbling.
is that between September 28th and October 3rd, something impossible happened. During that 5-day window, 3i Atlas passed through a coronal mass ejection that should have vaporized its outer shell, yet it emerged intact with its coma glowing brighter than before. I know this because I was watching it through my grandfather's telescope from my farm outside Alamogordo, New
That's life,
Mexico,
though, isn't it?
and I recorded something that night that NASA either didn't see or chose not. And cattle rancher,
It sounds like I could
just
do
a
it
man who lost.
with ease.
I stopped praying.
Or if it was something that I
On the night of
found difficult
September
to do, I
29th,
feel like I
2020,
would catch my stride after a few days.
I Atlas and expand captured it. That footage changed everything I thought I knew had been the worst of my life's closure. I lost.
Imagine being able to. Geophysicist Stefan Burns here. We have just observed the past few days leading up to its perihelion distance of just 1.36 astronauts. Has been hit with a ton of deep interstellar space. It's estimated to be about 10 got blasted.
Picked up on what I was doing, and they were explaining to people how
A Harvard astrophysicist believes there's a strong likelihood the interstellar visitor ripping through our solar system is finally revealing itself in full. And what astronomers are seeing is decidedly more extreme than expected.
Sounds like they're
NASA has
intelligent.
announced the release of a fresh set of images gathered from multiple space and ground-based observatories that show the comet's activity and structure in startling detail.
prizes.
You don't see a lot of renty kids?
But I would know for sure.
Do you see a lot of kids at those kind of places?
They have school teachers out here for the reading kids, but they also where I stay is in Toontown.
Right. I was just wondering, like, what's the norm for, like, I mean, I would think that a place like that kind of, like, you know, and you know, I'm not saying anything when I say this. I'm just stating the fact that it seems like, you know, the extracurricular activities would kind of like deem it as like not like really like a parental place that, you know, and it being like, you know, during the school year, like.
No. That's the people out here are more woke than the individuals in the knuckles. Knuckles are.
When you say woke, do you mean like the general woke isn't like they're alert to everything that's going on in the
They're
world?
woke and they're subconscious. Like, okay, so the monkey ball was originally trailer house. It was white trash or something. The Trailer Park Boys was originally the funky, but one of the Trailer Park Boys recently has gone to jail for harassment or doing. So there's some kind of like thing about him, like that's in the headlines about him and harassment. So all these woke individuals are like, but we're not doing our funky for somebody who's like that. So it actually has been changed to working 9 to 5, like 9 to 5 or some shit.
Huh.
Yeah. Like because these people, the majority of them, they are very woke. Like they, victim, like rights, human rights, like very human rights woke.
They're so human rights that they're out there escaping and they're not really paying attention that we're. Well, they're not paying into the machine that's committing genocide. You know, that's what we're doing as Americans.
And there's a teacher out here for the people that have the kids. At Bazaar's on Monday. It's like basically a renting yard sale. There's a section for the kids to hang out that's safe. I mean, people. It's a lot more safer than it used to be way back in the day.
Well, it sounds like it's a really fun environment. Where do I get started? Sounds like a really fun place to go. Where do I get started?
And working at these Renaissance fairs, even the people. Like,
Yeah, how do I work at one?
And people out here that have kids, it makes it look like, oh my god. Like the other day, I was just like, it makes me wish I had kids. Like, you know, they make it look like having kids is fun. You know what I'm saying?
Holy
it's not
shit!
Like,
What did you just say? Are you sick? Do you have a temperature?
No, I don't. I just want to.
But hey, how do I get started? How do I work at a rent-a-fair? Yeah, I mean, like, you know.
There is going to be one right after this one. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
From December. Like one like there's a Sherwood right after this one, and then there's a 3-day one. I mean 3-week one. I will once I get word on which one I'm gonna be working with, I will try to secure you a job as well.
That'd be cool. Cause guess what's about to happen for me?
What?
I'm about to get paid. There's a mitigation right now. We're settling on 200,000, and so I'll walk with like $100-something thousand, and then don't tell anybody that, please. But
If you were to get paid, with like maybe like last year, that might be well by now. If that's gonna
the 100,000? No, I wouldn't be gone.
that shit goes quick.
But the thing is like I already have investments that are planned. That like whether I got this money or I got any amount of money from wherever source, that already have investments that are like that are predetermined.
In Carter Audio.
Carter Sonic Sound or whatever you're saying about. No, that is a business venture that I wouldn't mind putting money into, but that's neither here nor now. Right now, I don't have any money. Right now, I'm just kind of like I have $1 to my name, but I've always acted the same, even when I did have money and when I didn't have money. The only thing is people can tell, like the girl that I'm dating, she'll tell that like I seem more like nonchalant when I have money. Like I don't seem like as stressed out. One girl tried to say that I seem arrogant, but I'm not arrogant. I'm confident.
It's confidence.
Yeah, it gives me confidence, but it gives me confidence not like is in a way that like oh I'm better than. It just gives me confidence that like hey if something goes wrong I can make sure that this goes right. And
Men that don't have money should not date because if you should only date if to be a provider or somebody. And
see,
if you can't be a provider,
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't necessarily agree with that because I think the character that one gets and builds from being
somebody, you're not even supposed to kiss them for like 3 months.
that's courting.
Yeah.
But you can court in like a matter of weeks. Courting is being interested in someone and finding out who they are.
Exactly, and then 3 weeks.
Yeah, because you can tell in a few weeks if you're gonna be a friend to them or if you're gonna be like just lusting for them.
3 weeks is too quick. You can't figure that shit out in 2 weeks.
You can if you love them.
I with that person all the time, but there's people out here on the road that don't have cars, that have been on the road and have seen a lot throughout these 5 years. Like, there's people that will, like, you could easily get rides around here because, like, especially traveling, because it's annoying having to drive by yourself. These, like, links. Like, you know?
Yeah, 2 minds are better than one.
Well, like, you know, like, you can sleep while the other one's driving at least, you know?
4 eyes are better than 2.
And, my goal is to have I'm in a camper right now, I'm in a pretty cool camper, but is to have campers and all the bears already, and I look at instead of having to haul that in the camper, because
Oh, that's cool. That's better than tents.
hauling a camper is like expensive as fuck.
Is it?
Or I'm actually gonna try to get me a school bus.
School bus would be kind of cool.
Like maybe not a big, like a long one, maybe like a school bus, like a
Short bus, yeah. Or like one of those handicap old people buses.
Shuttle bus or something.
Yeah, shuttle bus. Sam almost bought one time. I told him to buy one. We were gonna do a tattooing tour of the country and just tattooing people.
Yeah.
I want to get a tattoo of a heart, but in the heart it's written in cursive. It says "Love less," but you never take the pin off the paper. No, it's really badass. Well, I am loveless. Like, I mean, no one ever loves me. There's like, well, I mean, yeah, I will, because I'll just tell them to love me lesser than they already do, and they'll end up loving me more. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Well, I know how to pick them though, anyways. You know, because if they're not mentally fucked already, and like physically fucked, and like they're talking to themselves and they're making up things and they just don't know, and they're going cross-eyed. That's the girl for me. I'm in love with that right there. Give me the fucked up trash that somebody threw away.
Yeah, I'm all about that curve trigger too. I'm done trying to fix them because they don't fix.
But you know what's good about someone that needs to be fixed? You know what's good about being with someone who needs to be fixed is not fixing them, and then watching them fix themselves. because you're the light that they forgot they could see.
It's not
That's
our job. It's not our job as women to fix a man. It's our job as women to find a man
what do you mean it's not your job to be with the man that is fallen? That's exactly what the role of a woman is to build the man.
qualities as a provider.
Yeah, but the quality of a man is the exception of the woman. Because without the woman, he cannot stand. Y'all are our inspiration that keeps us motivated. You're the best thing in our lives most of the time. You're the only one that keeps us motivated because y'all are our biggest voice in our head. So if y'all deem us and talk down to us, then you just took our biggest critic and made it our enemy. So like a woman that blasphemizes her man. Say again? But a man that's complimented is more likely to provide for a woman that is complimenting.
Therapist, your babysitter, your, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, all these things that y'all want us to do. If you were to add up all of those, like, services, it would be hundreds of thousands of dollars. It would be a lot of money.
Would it?
They try to make us wear too many hats when they don't barely even wear one.
Well,
And I'm just talking about, and on the DL, oh god, those are like the worst.
the DL? What's the
Like,
DL?
there's so many of them too.
The DL? What's the DL? The download?
Download.
Oh, okay. Well, but what about like what I was just saying to like you know, the woman is like a lot of times is not given enough role play in like the world because you know like but now we're at a time where like women have a lot of role in the world to play and they have a lot of
Men aren't stepping up. That's why.
no I think
No, men are forcing us out of our feminine energy because they're
that's
fucking
wrong.
pieces of shit.
I don't agree with that. I don't
Well,
agree
of
with
course
that.
you don't. You're a man.
But I'm not a man that's a sexist. Or am I a female that's a feminist? I'm really just a male that's a realist, and I see that a lot of times in the relationship world, I see a lot of women taking over as roles of men and not giving the man enough credit because
That is what you don't want to have to do that. You're forcing us to do that because you're
no,
not doing that. What kind of
I'm not
credit
forcing
are you
anyone to
looking
do
for?
anything.
Thank you for being a bitch boy. I love stepping out of my feminine energy and taking the reins.
I'm not a
What
bitch
kind
boy.
of
I'm not a bitch at
wild.
all.
Maybe
But
I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that like I think that like men when a man and a woman are married, and this is speaking from and I've never been married before, but this is just my take on it of doing a lot of therapy and like working with men that love each other as heterosexually, of course, not like as like homophobic or homosexually, but like men that thrive well in the marriage are usually men that have a role to play that are equal to the woman, like as far as complimenting. So a woman compliments a man and he finds strength in that and his ego is driven to outdo the other man.
Men live longer when they're married. They're happier when they're married. Women,
In a happy marriage.
single females live longer and are happier because they're not pouring themselves into a man. Because the women, they're married, they die, they don't live as long, and they're miserable because they're pouring all of their like energy into this worthless man.
This worthless man.
I mean, I'm just saying with in marriages that are not. It's not supposed to be equal. The man is supposed to love you more.
The man is supposed to love them more?
Equal because it's gonna dissipate and it's not gonna be in your favor because it's a man.
Notice how you said in the marriage the man is supposed to love you more, but then if he loves you more than what his side wife? See, see that. Yeah, but see that suggests that like there's something else to love.
As long as my needs are being met, everything I need is being met, then there's no issue for me to even give a fuck about all that.
That's a lot of responsibility. I mean,
the main role of a man is to be a provider.
yeah, well, men do provide, but they also provide something else.
That is what they are here for.
Well, yeah, but women are supposed to provide too.
They're supposed to be supported, and they will provide once they feel safe enough to step into their feminine energy. Till then, you don't expect anything.
I'm gonna send you a link to this guy's this Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I guarantee you it's gonna be enlightening. But you have to just go approach it with an open mind.
supported with like facts and
It
like
is.
you know, just like half the thing
Starting out
and
too.
some dumb shit.
It's just starting out too, and it's just perspective from very attractive women that are also his wife, and they do these little episodes where like where he does work with men, and it's like top people too. Like they've done with
Is
like
that about
presidents.
cuckolding or something?
It's on my Facebook. I've posted a few
Okay,
things
so
from him
if it's
recently.
anything like cuckolding, because that right there is like for a twisted DL man too.
Cuckolding? No, I don't agree with cuckolding. I think that I've been a part of that where I've been a bull and like I've watched a guy sit in the corner while I fuck his wife. I don't. There's too much negative that comes with that. Like it's just you can't have a, a monogamous relationship, a marriage in like today's like the covenant of God, like man and woman marriage, and then bring somebody else into the bedroom, and then there not be problems. It's just bound to. It's just too many reasons to.
How is it even wrong with that? I mean,
Well, it's uncomfortable for everybody. I mean, I for one, from talking from experience, have been the guy that was like fucking the dude's wife, and it got uncomfortable because then I felt like I was just like a machine or a tool or like and then I'd be a liar if I said I didn't start catching feelings for the wife because like anytime you lay down with someone or have sex with someone, you got to have some kind of connection. You just wouldn't be human if you didn't.
their energy is swapped with yours, and that person's like fucking their DNA. You're swapping more than just sweat. You're swapping lots of other things too.
pH levels, yeah, there's a lot of energy. Some might have bad energy or bad karma. There's a lot of stuff.
You could rewrite your yeah 11.
Whole DNA, yeah. But I will say this: as a person who's been very playboyish and slept around, I wish I would have approached that area of my life a little bit more like responsible. Because even though it was cool with the guys and they all like high fived me and they thought I was like something to be bragged about, I look back at it now and that was the most immature part of my life, and like it really just caused a lot of damage to me personally in my like it's why I'm alone now, is because the way I handled myself as a young man. And I wish I would have handled myself as a mature man and would have just said no. I'll sit out on this one, which would have probably made me look like a bitch back then, but it would have made me been respectful as a man to the right woman, you know.
Yeah, the people pleasing, and that is females. They need to be taught not to be people pleaser and not to be sweet to everybody, because then that's when that's what it is because you're the people, you know.
Yeah.
Or you were coerced into it, you know, or you were tricked into it. But or maybe you're thinking maybe you tried it, maybe something different will happen. But sometimes it's hard for people to
I
express
know a
themselves.
lot of men. I know a lot of men glamorize the guy that's like the guy that's the fuck boy, the guy that gets all the ladies, that's an asshole, and the way he gets there is because someone hurt him, And then the women, the way they are today,
Yeah, but you gotta
is
be like, why?
because of
But you gotta think, did somebody really hurt you, or were you just a selfish son of a bitch, and that person had enough of your shit and they left you? I mean, like, how did they hurt
and
you?
that's a
How did
learning
they
curve
hurt
too.
you? Half the time.
I've been the guy that was like the dickhead and fucking, and then like didn't see it. I've been the
You
narcissist
get what you
before.
give.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get what you give.
Yeah,
Or you
and
get
that's a
lucky.
learning
Some people,
experience too, though. You know what I mean?
huh?
That's what I'm going through right now. Is like even though like there's this great girl that like fucking that I was like not being myself around and like letting like the world control me. Like I had to be at this thing at that thing, and she just plainly said you don't really provide much to be doing all this bitching. And I kept telling her, I was like, I don't know why I'm bitching about things. Like I'm not even mad about it. Like I don't even care if you don't do anything. Like I was just like I just want to feel appreciated. And I think what I was really trying to convey the message of is I wanted to feel appreciated. And a woman that doesn't appreciate her man is not going to be my woman very much longer. Like a man that doesn't feel appreciated is less likely to provide for you anything. You
You
know?
can stop and wait and look and see how maybe she shows her appreciation in ways that you're not appreciating.
Right. Instead of just her
Sometimes
looks,
people show
appreciate her
appreciation.
in her time. Appreciate her
They
in
call
her
it
thoughts.
it's called a love language. Maybe her love language is different than yours because sometimes people buy appreciation and give appreciation in different ways, that's like called love language as well.
Like if
And
you
so
look at my Facebook,
maybe her appreciation was shown in different ways that you
right,
didn't see or
right,
right.
and so like she shared on that one time. She used to draw a lot, and see what I think was happening with us was we're at two different parts of our lives, where she is a little bit more maybe emotionally more mature than me. And when I say that with very light ease, because it's not really something popular that most guys want to say, is that the woman's more mature than them. But she is emotionally more mature.
We are way more mature than
Right.
y'all to begin
But
with.
she's
So
20.
get over that.
She's 29 or she's 30, and I'm 41. So for her to be a little bit more emotionally mature than me says a lot about what I went through. So, but she knew that.
Or shows how much she went through. Damn.
Well, yeah, she went through a lot. I mean, her ex committed suicide, and she never told me that. She never bragged. She never tried to like one up me on like the trauma thing. You know, I also think that should be a thing that's shared upon when somebody else wants it, but it should also be like conscious of like the person that's finding out this stuff about their partner, to not make them feel like they're going through it again.
Her ex has nothing to do with you.
Right.
And when she does share something like that, if you ever want her to
She
share
never
something
shared it.
like that with you again, I would not make a big deal about it.
She
because
never shared it with
now,
me. I had to find out on my
if you
own.
make a big deal about that, I highly doubt she will share anything else intimate like that with you again.
Duh. But here's the thing. She didn't share it with me. I found out on my own,
That's
and she
advice,
doesn't even
you
know that I know right now.
Then good. Don't say nothing or make a deal about it because
I don't talk to her. She ghosted me.
the only way maybe she might say something is if you're watching a movie and
She's never gonna say anything. Thank you for reminding me.
Suicide. Okay,
Thank you for
about
reminding me
what
that she's
movie
never
is
gonna talk to me ever again. Probably. She left me for another man, so I don't even want to speak to her.
that? Dude, damn.
No, she left me to go back to the ex that caused her all the trauma.
Well,
Think about what I said.
Okay.
The ex that caused her all the trauma, she went back to him.
Yeah, those trauma bonds are strong. Okay?
He's dead. He
Even
committed
when somebody
suicide.
dies, they're still strong because you will repeat them with other people.
She went back to the streets.
You are the streets. What are you talking about?
Exactly. But the thing is,
She didn't go nowhere, bro. She's still out there. So you
I
act
know.
Like she
Madison says I need to go find her, and I said, yeah, you're probably right, but I'm not going to force the issue.
find her for what? You have no mansion. You have nothing to provide her.
Right.
She said it yourself. She said you ain't providing shit enough to be bitching.
Because what she was doing was telling the guy that was bitching, I don't know who you are, but I woke up next to my love. I don't know what's feeding me drugs, but whoever this person is, you don't provide much, because I want Scott back. And the thing that I provided was walking her to the store to get a cup of coffee. Like, she loved that. The fact that I would get off the bike and slow down, and I would like walk with her. She'd often tell me, she'd start smiling at me all big, and she'd be like, I missed you, and she'd kiss me on my cheek, and she'd run, and little things like that. And I'd be sitting there thinking, damn, I gotta get to the store, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, and I gotta go provide all this shit, right? What she was saying is I like you, I love you, but slow down. You're like in a rush to do all this stuff, and I don't need all that shit. I came to your homeless camp and still liked you and slept in your bed. I don't need a whole bunch of shit, is what she's saying.
I don't know about no. What the fuck? But no. When she's saying that you're not providing enough for you to be bitching, I do not think that's what she is saying at all. But okay.
No. What'd you say? Wait, hold on. What did you say? No. I'm talking about like when I'd be saying for her to clean camp, if she's gonna sit at the camp all day and smoke all dope and do nothing and not clean up, not wash or bathe, I would be like, but she. All right. So this is how I love. If a girl shows me, a woman that shows me interest, and she shows that she can care about me more than like that I care for myself, like or the equal amount, I then will share that same notion, but I'll do it like this. I usually show up in this kind of form. I'll say like, hey, look, I appreciate your time that I spend with you. I appreciate everything that we're doing, but I want to know that like we're not just like existing in the world. And to me, existing in the world is just kind of like not doing anything. Like I'm doing right now, I'm not doing anything, but I'm doing things that are not being like.
Not doing anything is okay because if it prevents you from not hurting somebody, not doing anything is okay.
Which is the way I used to live. I used to say, I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not hurting nobody. But what I was doing is I was ignoring the world. I was ignoring my inner thoughts, my inner feelings. I wasn't working on this. I wasn't therapizing. I wasn't being communicative. I wasn't being part of the community. I wasn't working towards a goal. There was a lot of things that I was doing by not doing anything. I wasn't hurting anybody, but I wasn't doing anything. I was just existing. And just existing in the world is just as bad as going in the world and killing people.
Just like a yin yang, you have to like know when to
Bruce Lee said you want to be like water. You want to flow to the ways of life. You don't want to go rigid. And what does water do when it is put inside of a coffee cup? It becomes a coffee cup. It shapes in the mold of a coffee cup. What does water do when you put it in a glass? It becomes a glass. So like you want to just be accepting. The key to life is acceptance, right? And so what that means is like don't get stale or stagnant or fool yourself on one idea. You're gonna change. You're gonna evolve. What I was telling Shannon was that like I want to grow with somebody. I want to heal with somebody. I have healing to do. You have healing to do. But I'm not gonna tell you to hurry up your healing so you can hurry up and have this relationship with me. I'm gonna walk with you and help you heal. Like I'm not gonna, fix you. I'm just gonna be there and support while you go through your shit and while you talk to ghosts and spirits and cross-eyed and go all weird and people and they think that you're retarded or something. I know that you're the smartest person in the room by far, and she's brilliant. She's the smartest person I've ever met, actually. The most unique person, the most beautiful person I've ever met in my life is this girl. I'm telling you.
She went to go heal her ex, I guess. She'll find out one day that he's just gonna make it worse.
Well, he's dead, so he's not gonna make anything worse or better.
She went back to her boyfriend.
Yes, she made it seem like she was choosing a man over me, which was her ex. Which, when I did research, I found out on his.
Okay, so which actually, that's how you said he was dead.
He did. He committed suicide when they were together, and she still lived at his house. No. Maybe she did. Maybe there's a possibility. Maybe she went to a different ex, and I don't know that ex. But from what I've read in Kevin Pistola or Chris Pistola, whatever, I followed all the cookie trails and all the crumbs. And when I got to his mom, who she met at IHOP and got $15 from, I thought it was odd that she called her ex's mom to meet up. But when I think about everything that I know, that he lived with his mom in a mansion, and they had a lot of money. But
they only gave her $15. That's fucking pathetic. They should have given her more than $15 fucking dollars.
Oh wow.
The mansion. They live in a mansion, and all she gave her was $15. Dude, that sounds fucking weird. Don't sound legit at all.
Sounds like you're missing the point.
I know people who don't live in mansions and give their children more than $15.
It's not her child.
But people that don't live in mansions give more money than that.
But she didn't meet up with her kids. She met up with her deceased son's ex-girlfriend who lived at her house and then just disappeared on her.
If she cared to meet up with her to begin with, it shows she cared,
Well, what she did is she said that she was homeless ever since she left her home, which is her son's home, which is her ex-boyfriend who died. And when he died, she still...
together whenever he killed himself?
Let me finish. Yes. She stayed living at the house or the shack or whatever the subdivision of the mansion where her mom lived, or his mom still lived at, but her mom was like saying that you gotta clean up, you gotta start doing something around here. And so she started feeling like she wasn't wanted. So Shannon all of a sudden just left one day. She didn't come back, and she left, and she never talked to her again. Well, as time would tell, they ran into each other while she was walking on the side of the road, and she must have looked horrible. And the lady was like, "Shannon, is that you?" And from what I had seen in the papers and the drawings, it seems like Shannon all of a sudden ran into an old friend, her ex's mom, who probably looked at her and said, "Are you okay? Do you need some help? You need money or something?" And Shannon probably reluctantly said, "No, I don't. I'm good. I have everything. I'm good." And she tried to go about her business because she probably didn't want to make his mom feel weird. But you got to think about from a normal woman's perspective. Oh my gosh, let me at least take you out to get something to eat. So she took her to IHOP, bought her something to eat, sat and talked for a while, and they did this often. They did this every time that Shannon. Every time I would leave the house for a little bit, she'd call this lady and be like, "Hey, can I meet up with you?" And then she would meet up with him or meet up with her or him, whatever. It seemed like there was somebody going back and forth in the coloring book that I bought Shannon. And in that coloring book, she was writing things that would say stuff like, "No, he's a really good guy. It's just he's been through a lot." And then you would see this other thing like, "Well, yeah, but I mean, he's not providing much, is he? And I mean, y'all homeless in the woods. I mean, what do y'all have? Y'all live in a tent?" And so like there's this argument that's going back and forth between two people, which she's right. It fucked with me. It took me a long time to get to where I'm at right now. It took me a long time. Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm acting like an asshole when Shannon gets back to camp and I get back to camp, and I'm like, why hasn't anything been done today? And she's all looking at me all like, I don't know. What does it matter? It was messy when I got here, and it doesn't really matter that nothing got done. What mattered to me was that like you weren't even here. You're acting like you were here all day, but you weren't here. Where have you been? I went for a walk, and then I'd be like, yeah, but I didn't see you out there on the block, and I was hustling at the highway, like. And so too many things like that kept happening until Shannon was like, I gotta go, and then. But the thing is what I was showing was not me. I was starting to feel the pressure of the world, and I was taking it out on her, and I wasn't building or healing with her. I was controlling my healing. Huh? No. What I was doing was I was just fucking just fueling my fucking my trauma and like my past with drugs and just numbing. And control isn't healing. And that's what she's saying in all her writing. She'd be like, she was getting aggressive in her writing, and I wasn't paying attention. And she called me stupid one day, and I was like, what? She's like, are you an idiot? Like, you don't see what's happening here? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And the whole time she's sitting there showing me, I'm about to leave. You keep yelling at me, and I'm about to leave. And she would constantly tell me, stop it, baby. Come sit down. Stop. Stop it. Why? Just stop. And she would, like, get mad. And she'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you yelling at me? And I'm like, I don't know why I'm saying these things. I'm just saying this shit. Like, I don't even care that you didn't do anything. I just wanted to see you all day today. And then now I'm sitting here telling you, why didn't you do this? And it's because I feel like you're not telling me something. And she would just be like, just sit down, come here, smoke a bowl or something. And like she was trying to get me to calm down to the old me. And so like I'm telling you this because like if anything, my mistakes are my mistakes. But I'm a man. If I'm a man and I'm playing the role as a man, then I need to evolve and I need to learn. And so if she walks away because I wasn't evolving and I wasn't healing and I wasn't learning, and if she dares come back, then I have the information to let her know that, why'd you do that to me? And she's gonna say, listen to me. Listen to me. I am a good provider. I won't listen to what you're saying if you're gonna be mean to me. I am a good provider. But what I provide is not financial. It's more spiritual, and it's more like emotional and sexual. It's a lot of different things. Men provide a lot of different things.
You have to be out here, you're preventing her from finding somebody who can take care of her.
And that might be. There might be somebody out there that can financially take care of her better. But in 10 years, when the financial things are all taken care of and gravity kicks in, and he doesn't love her, he was just a trophy wife, and she doesn't trophy wife him anymore, he'll get another more younger, beautiful, and then she'll find out what economic stability actually provided. Economic stability only provided a temporary economical relief from the duties that you could do yourself.
But then she'll be able to get paid still.
You want me to talk from a sexist? Because I can really put you in your place.
She'll be able to walk away.
Patty, if you want me to talk like a sexist, I can put you in your place.
She'll get paid.
You're talking with a very intelligent and emotionally mature man. I'm not like your past. I could do this. I could talk from a sexist point of view and say that Patty, and I could put you in your place. Because I'm telling you right now, that's not my goal.
I really just, this has been like,
I was trying to tell you something that I grew. That like if she comes back and she says that she left me for her man, which that's what she wanted me to believe, because I was like Neanderthal thinking like that, because I was like questioning her like her loyalty.
you need to stop questioning her, because I bet she got more questions for you.
She knows everything about me.
Questions, be ready for some hard questions to be thrown in your way.
Yeah, well, if she's asked hard questions, be ready for some hard answers.
Well, I mean, we better choose your battles wisely.
I choose my battles very loosely, actually. I don't like to see what's coming when I'm talking about maturing.
Always do whatever you want, like, those are just, repercussions,
Careful, life is not a series of steps.
Powerful as young.
Careful, life is not a series of steps only to feel arrogance.
I'm just saying, females are
Life is a series of steps to be walked through and not talked about, so that way when we talk about them, we've actually had experience and we're humble. Not from an arrogant standpoint, which that shows me that people haven't actually walked through steps in life. I'll say it again. The steps in life are to go through the way they're meant to be going through, so you gain like knowledge and experience and humility, because what we thought we knew we didn't really know, and what we talk about we definitely don't know.
It's not a man's job to humble a woman, okay? You can humble me by taking care of me, by taking care of my bills. I can take care of my bills already, but I can take care
sense a fear of not.
If I have to go without for a man, that ain't no man of mine.
Well, I feel bad for you then.
I'm fine out here. I got plenty going on for me now.
Seems like it. I mean, I'm happy for you. I hope that for you. That's what I want for you. I don't want anything for my friends to be like something that were there to struggle. But I mean, if I would say anything, I would say as your friend, I would go a little easier on the whole guy, every guy, you know, like all guys. Like I would go easy on the all guys need to be like a provider of my like, because it seems like you're focusing on like what guys provide.
A provider in general.
We provide for things that provide for us. You know.
Exactly. It's a man's world, and y'all don't even.
No. It's not a man's world. It's a
It is a man's world.
It's a God's world.
It's a man's world.
It's a physical world for one.
Men do the same job and don't even get paid the same.
But check this out. No. See, like y'all always talk about equal rights and stuff, and I think
not equal rights. We always talk about equal rights.
women are always talking about like civil rights, civil liberties, equal rights, man, woman.
Yeah, because like.
But
women's rights. Yeah, we're talking about women's rights, not equal rights, but women's rights.
Yeah, women's rights, and I think they've gotten up to par these days. I mean, if you ask me.
Women can't even have like decision over their own body. Okay?
Are you kidding me? You can go to college just for being a woman.
You can't. Women don't even have Planned Parenthood.
No, you can go to college and have scholarships just for being a woman, for having ovaries.
Listen, which tampons should be free?
Well, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, they should. And they are free in some bathrooms, you know, in like across America. You know, but
they are up here at the fair, so that is the fair, okay?
yeah.
You don't have them anywhere else.
I'll agree with that. I agree that like there should be like free tampons in bathrooms, but like I mean, I'm not like the person who's in charge of that. You know what I mean? I can't change that.
But you're a man, but your people are.
But I'm a man, then if my woman doesn't have tampons, I will either go buy them or steal them if I have to, so she feels comfortable. That's just what kind of guy I am. But it doesn't mean I'm not a good provider because I didn't buy her tampons.
I'm saying like if you're gonna, I mean like you should just worry about you should like tread lightly.
I'm treading heavy as I can because I want to make an impression.
You have to provide enough like security for her to want to come out of her like to step into her feminine energy, and until then, it's gonna be harsh.
Well, a lot can be said about the same thing on for men's point of view because like you know y'all want us to be sensitive and adhering to y'all's needs.
Well, we don't want you. We want you, yeah, but y'all do it wrong. Y'all are only sensitive to your own. Like we want you to be sensitive, but it seems like you listen. It's lost in translation. Like a man who's sensitive but only to his own needs is not the same.
But all is what? To his own needs?
It seems like they're only sensitive to their own needs and not the woman's. So it's like.
I don't believe that's true at all. I believe there's a lot of things that men do for women that like you know, Valentine's Day, flowers. Like I mean, men don't naturally want to do that shit.
You know what Valentine's Day is made from? It gets about.
I hate Valentine's Day.
The story behind Valentine's Day is about murder. I mean,
I hate Valentine's. I think it's a fucking cop out. I think flowers and all that bullshit, candy and Valentine's. I think people who celebrate that shit is fucking retarded. But I mean, you know.
Because Valentine's Day is on what? The day after is on 14th. On the 14th. Right after like Friday the 13th, like you know the 13th or 14th day. That is odd.
But yeah, we agree on that part. But I'm saying like, be easier on the guy. Like he doesn't have to provide everything that like you're saying. Like it sounds like you have an ex that we both know that may have come short in some of those areas, and you're still healing, and that's okay. That's fine.
I've been watching like and listening to a lot of different podcasts about this shit.
Well, careful not to fall in like those women that are like man haters. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Well, he's a man. Sam is not a man. He's an old boy.
But check this out. A day where you don't have men. I mean, think about that. Think about a world where there's no man.
Yeah, the crime would be a lot. Like a lot of things would be a lot better.
You think?
Yep.
Have AI produce a world for you that there's no man, and I guarantee you'll come back and you'll say, "Oh, well, we need men." Because if you don't have men, then you don't have like safety from like wolves or like you know like bears or lions. Well, yeah, but you also need us to feel safe,
That,
secure.
from other men.
Yeah, but safe and secure is not just a safe and secure from bad men that are out there trying to get you. That's a princess thing. That doesn't exist in this world.
Men are not more mature than women. Okay?
Yeah, but
Men
prince.
mature slower than women.
Did you ever hear about the princess that needed to be saved? It never existed because it's a fairy tale. That was just a figment of our imagination. You fall in that same category. You believed in the fairy tale because we grew up in the same era. Because we believed what? Walt Disney tricked us. He got us to believe that there was a knight in shining armor coming to save you. No, get off the fucking gas. No one's coming to save you. Save yourself, lady. Save yourself, lady. And when you save yourself, also keep a lookout for the prince that got lost trying to save you because there was no princess to be saved. So meanwhile, while you're saving yourself, if there's some guy out there that's about to get eaten up by a bear, two heads are better than one. Come together and work as a team, and now you have the covenant of God, man and woman. Now you're working as a team.
Yeah, in AA, but for the anytime that there's somebody that is like needs help, you're not supposed to go by yourself. You need to bring another member with you because that person will help you stay strong.
Yeah.
Stay strong. Because you cannot go if somebody's deep in their addiction and you're gonna go try to help them, they will only bring you down.
And meanwhile, the guy who told you that was trying to sleep with you.
I wish.
I'm just saying, man. Trust me, I'm a 13 stepper. I'm a 13 stepper all the way. I just don't have a 13-inch cock. Huh?
This is something that is taught in AA or AA.
I'm the only guy that's gone through the 24-hour club that's coined out twice, that's graduated twice, that had relationships underneath the fucking roofs of the 24-hour club and got away with it.
Well, how the hell did you even get a coin then? Because you're not supposed to.
Because I'm good, and it's none of their business about my sexual life.
You're not supposed to date after here. That's 13 steps.
Yeah, I know it's 13 steps, but you know what? I want what I want when I want it right now.
Well, that's you know what? Delayed gratification is also
Hey, look, I got clean and sober off of drugs and alcohol. I didn't get, I didn't become unsick though. I'm still a sick motherfucker, yo.
And people, kids that are watching porn at an early age, it's fucking them up even worse.
No shit.
There's brain scans of people's brains. Their brains are more warped and fucked up than drug addicts.
Right. Which is why I don't like it. It's why I posted what I posted today, because it's fucked up. Because when I meet a person like Shannon who's 30 years old, who's been through as much as she's been through, and that she's not fucking dead, I'm just like, and it's like an inspiration to live. It's like well, I can't fucking complain about anything. But where I think I failed Shannon at was that I was so ready to grow and heal with her, but I was ready to grow and heal with her, suggesting that she had the healing and the growth to do, and not I. And that's where I failed, because I forgot that I need to love me too. I need to heal too. I deserve a chance too. And so by loving me, she loved me less. She loved me less, and she made up a story like she tried to do previously. And she, when she said she had her mom to go to, well, she lied to everybody, because when I found out her mom had died 3 years earlier from her best friend, she said, don't let her fool you. Shannon will take the route of running to escape something she really wants. And from what I see, she really, really likes you, Scott. But careful, because if she likes something, she leaves. And when she told me that, I said, God damn it, she's going to pull a me on me. And she's like, if that's what you do, then that's not okay. But yeah, maybe that's karma. But and she did pull me and me. She pulled a fast one on myself, which is me doing her the same way I would have done. If she would have started saying little cutesy things and getting real carried with it, and then getting psycho because I wasn't forming the way she wanted to do, is what women do when we don't do what y'all want. Y'all start going all psycho on us and stalking us and cleaning up our car and stalking us and shit and Facebook bombing us. So when y'all start doing that, what do? I run like a motherfucker. Huh?
Or just go to the next and find somebody who's a willing participant.
Not if you're dickmerized.
No, dude, that's why you have to have multiple. On the roster. You're not supposed to get.
Hey, look, a thought is a thought, but a thought is a thought. And if you're thinking of being a thought, then go be a thought. But when that thought runs low, you'll come back to thinking again. Because I'll tell you right now, you don't want to get tossed up. You don't know what that's like, girl. Tossed up is a girl that thought like a thought, and then she thought she wanted to be a thought, so she went out and got what she thought was going to be what she wanted. But then when When someone rapes you and takes that from you and puts you in a bad place in a situation where you're now addicted to like heroin and you're fucked off, and that's called tossed up. Women that get tossed up are a lot of women that kind of talk and think like you, that are like power strong and like, oh fuck men, they can't do nothing, they can't make me do nothing.
That's not what I'm saying about men. I'm saying that about old boys.
Well, yeah, that's why I said and I get, cause your friend, your ex is my friend.
Try to pretend that they're a man.
Yeah, but your ex is my friend, so I kind of have a leg up on this. I think that maybe you still have some healing to do.
That motherfucker is like healing.
Yeah.
I'm getting my head right, so I don't like we're like have the same like the same mistake on another one of these losers out here.
You got to pay attention to my Facebook. I put something online that was for the woman that said, "Hey, I'm just trying to get my headspace right," and it's the woman like literally like doing something. I can't remember the meme or what it was, but it's something I posted.
Man blaming all these like issues on a woman means I don't even look at him man.
You know what a woman is for a man?
A tree?
No, it's not a trophy. It's not a tree.
A mommy, a provider. I mean, a lot. I gotta go. I gotta answer the call.
Okay, all right. Thank you for talking. You fucked her up. If you don't think you had a big role in her life, that is clear indication that like she is so fucked up right now. Like, wow. Like you can see it coming out of her. Like, do you feel bad for her? Didn't you want to be like, why is she saying that stupid shit? Like, she doesn't mean that.
I know.
But like, she's gonna find out in time that like that thinking will get her by. She's still angry. She's in the angry phase. She thinks she's right. She's in the phase that, oh, it's all Sam's fault because maybe you came off a certain way. But here's the thing where you have to take from that is there is some things that she probably brought up that fall to the wayside. That Sam, that's your growth area. That's your growing area.
I know.
You and her are not meant to be together right now. Clearly, just by that conversation only. But more importantly, the best thing I take from that is that like I see you growing leaps and bounds ahead of her. So right now on a maturity level, emotionally, she may seem like she's emotionally more mature because she's talking a big game, but we both know that like she's emotionally stunted because she's stuck at hurt. If you're stuck on hurt from a previous relationship and you don't evolve, then you don't grow. So sometimes in relationships when they don't work out, what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to find out where we went wrong, where we were doing something wrong, and when we figure out that, we grow. Yeah. And that growth, the next girl that comes along, she's gonna be like, well, he's grown in that area.
Look at how long that conversation was.
40 minutes, right? 49 minutes? So 49 minutes.
No, not 49.
But what did she say at the beginning? Oh, I can't listen to somebody talk about be depressed.
No, that's not 49 minutes. Look at the bar.
Oh, an hour and 3 minutes. Okay, sorry. And I did not mean to do that.
No,
there
I
was too many
appreciate
things
that.
she was saying that like I could show up you as a friend, and I could try to see if she'll change with her thinking, or see if she'll see what. Because everything I said, I thought it was. Did you hear anything I said that you didn't agree with?
I heard all of it.
Did you agree with anything that I said?
I agree with everything you said, and I heard how much of a fool she made herself sound. And what's going to be even funnier is whenever I attach a video to this, like a transcript background or something like that, upload it to YouTube, and then share the link with an AI, and then get the AI to analyze that and give me an in-depth analysis of a non-biased, non-gender related, literal analysis of what each party is, where they're standing at, who might be right, who might be wrong, what is considered morally or ethically correct or wrong, or what's considered morally or ethically, one-sided. And
you
it's
don't think I have
very
any feelings towards her, right?
No, I didn't say that, but I mean,
I was talking clearly.
I respect. If you get what I'm saying, is that you just earned so much respect for me. Because I got to hear how you were saying and the things that I wished I could have said to her that she wouldn't even listen to. Because in her viewpoint, whenever you're her boyfriend type thing, anything you say is wrong. Anything you say,
and that's because she's been hurt by someone. Someone knocked her up and didn't fall through. That's where she stopped growing at. When you I don't mean to bring that up, but when you shared that with me, that and I've never shared that with anybody. I haven't told anybody that. I haven't bragged to her about it that I know it.
But she shared that with me though.
Yeah.
In confiding.
She's never shared that with me though.
I know, but
so I've never said it to her. So just to make sure that like
I know the areas where I fell short at, and I know the areas
same areas that all men fall short at, that have been through what you and I and other men that have been through it.
She's in denial on so many things.
But here's the thing,
so
though,
many
buddy,
notes. But
is
it's
that
okay.
Watching you go through it, I told everybody to take a chill pill. Do you know why? Because if they saw me as a man or saw me as somewhat gotten it together, then y'all are really behind. Because if I'm ahead of y'all, and Sam's like right here with me, and he's going through something that I haven't gone through yet, but I've gone through similar things like this, and I tell you right now, he's in uncharted territory. So I'm gonna get in his boat, because if he capsizes, then I gotta fucking save that motherfucker. Because I'll tell you right now, I don't know any of you guys that have been in this boat like this.
I'm strong.
Like that doesn't have a mother, that lost. You know, when there's not a woman stability in the family, like a woman that has your back, like your mom, or she gives up on her kid, like sends you to like boarding school or whatever it was.
Group home.
Yeah, when something like that happens at a young age, and you're the first of the family, probably the favorite of the father, but he's busy taking care of the family, providing things that he didn't even have to provide for anymore, but he was setting up a future. See, sometimes women get it confused that sometimes they have to wear the pants in the family. It doesn't mean that they're wearing the pants as like the sole provider, right? They're not the head of the family. What they're doing is assuming the role, because the role is not being played right now. That's what the woman should be. She should be the support role in case the man falls or gets hurt or gets injured.
But do you see how
leadership of the role.
But do you see how she said no, men are supposed to provide for the woman.
Financially, she always said financially. She didn't
but
say about
she said they're supposed to be there to, like,
to give me.
No, she flipped the script and she said men are supposed to provide financially. Women are not supposed to just be your mommy and listen.
Right. And then see, I was like, hold on, wait a second. No, they're not supposed to be our mom. I was like, I think what you're doing, I think, is you're subjecting like some maybe some a relationship or something that's you need some healing on, that like you can't speak for all men on that, because not all men do that. Some men hide it more than others, but every man is going to look for his mom in every woman that they see, just like every girl is going to look at their father in the guy that they choose. It's just something we do as genetic human beings.
And her father, he never spanked her and gave her whatever she wanted. Took care of her.
But you can see that in Patty, because she's not well cultured. That's why she thinks the black male is a dominant species. There's a trend happening right now, and white men, I fall victim to it by watching black and interracial porn. But the thing is like, it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And it's only aesthetically pleasing when you realize what's aesthetic about it. It's just dark and white. That's all it is. Because when a white guy's fucking a black chick, it's still aesthetically pleasing, because I had a fucking, jungle fever before.
Yeah.
And you'll see that it's just an aesthetic. It's just a trend. It's not something that's, but people are internalizing it. And like what Patty hinted on, that I think she started realizing, was that cockholding is not healthy. It becomes a little bit.
But you see her sense of entitlement.
Yeah, I do.
As though by being a woman,
entitlement with her time. Like when she wasted my time to come help her with the storage unit, and I fixed her storage unit so it could close.
Yeah.
And not only did I fix it, I actively was taking part in organizing, and I'm pretty good at stuff like that when I'm getting paid. But then when I found out that I wasn't getting paid, that I was just gonna get to pick something out in her storage unit that I could take home with me, I was like, man, you just wasted my time. Like, I really need to make money right now, and I thought I was really gonna be able to make money, and you were late, and then it was like, oh, I'm late, I'm running late, and then all of a sudden, like, when I'm about to give up, she like shows up, and I'm like, well, damn, I already called someone to start making other plans, but I guess I'll call them back and say that you finally got here. She's like, I'm sorry. And to me, that was unprofessional. But see, that's the difference between like someone who shows up in the world. Like, the way I show up in the world is not the way I look. Like, people will look at me and they won't give me a job. But the moment they give me a job is the moment that, like, they find someone who's punctual, who's ahead of time on schedule, who works hard, who will even wager my health and I even gamble my health and say, look, don't tell me about hourly. Don't tell me about this person made this and this is what the average is. Watch the way I work. Hear the way I listen. See the way that I listen and I pay attention and I can do things that you say, and then I don't argue. This is the way I'm going to show up every day for you when you're paying me. And at the end of the day, then tell me what you want to pay me. Almost 99.9% of the time, I've always gotten more than what I thought I was valued, because people saw the way I worked. And the guy that was going to hire me as a glass worker, he took me out with him one day, and we talked. And I said, look, I don't like when people try to pay me hourly, because I understand what the starting wages for a glazer with a year experience is $18 an hour. I said $18.25 actually. I said, you say you want to pay me $17? I think that's great. That's way more than I was making yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, but really, I can't remember his name right now. I said, I really like to work with you, and so you can see that I am experienced, that I don't have all the experience, but you not having any experience as a glazer, that's going to be 10 times more experience than you've ever had. So therefore, if I show you woo and awe